I'm CJ Papa. Secretary of State Antony Blinken lands in Tel Aviv. He's meeting with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and President Isaac Herzog. And on Friday, he'll sit down with Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas. Day 6 in the fighting. Fox's Trey Inks on the border in southern Israel.
Just a few minutes ago, there was a rocket attack over the border from Gaza into southern Israel, here in the town of Sderot. At least injured here. Crews are going to remove this car that has shrapnel holes in the side.
Probably, even though House Republicans did nominate Majority Leader Steve Scalise to be the next speaker, right now he does not have the needed 217 votes to grab.
It's been a week of gremlins.
Okay, here we go. I think we're fading back in slowly. Like we're in outer space. Yep, there we are. We're back. Good morning, I'm Rayford Brown.
I'm Kelly Mapp.
And I'm Lee Barrows.
It's been going fine for the last hour and a half. It's been. I've been listening. It's not a glitch, not one. And we get on the air, and then it goes to where in the handbasket.
Maybe it's sabotage.
I
It's
think
the
it is.
balloons. It's interference from the balloons.
It could be interference from the balloons. And we'll talk about those balloons in a minute, or that one balloon anyway, for sure. May as well get over this one right away, get it over and done with, at least until 8 o'clock update coming up in an hour, if it's worth talking about by that time. Tropical Storm Sean has been downgraded to a tropical depression.
Who?
Sean.
Where?
It's the one we were talking about yesterday.
I think he got named yesterday, didn't he?
Okay. We didn't talk about the name in the morning.
We did.
I didn't remember us
You
ever
didn't
hearing
listen.
the name. Well, I always listen.
No, you weren't listening. Anyway, it became a tropical storm yesterday. Then overnight, it became a tropical depression in the tropical Atlantic off the coast of Africa, southwest of the Cape Verde Islands. Currently with minimum tropical storm winds of about 35 miles per hour. And that's actually a little bit, it's not even tropical storm winds until they get to 37. It will have a very tough time developing into much of anything else. Yes, it's always possible that the long-range National Hurricane Center forecast is off course and can change, but at this time, conditions are not conducive for Sean to become much of a threat to the U.S. East Coast. Officially, from the National Hurricane Center, the folks that I like, over the weekend, a turn to the west-northwest or west is anticipated as the low to mid-level ridge establishes itself to the north of Sean, and it becomes a more shallow cyclone. Never heard them describe it that way before.
Never heard.
I like that. Shallow cyclone. Sean is expected to degenerate to a post-tropical remnant low and dissipate to a trough before the weekend is over, although this could occur even sooner if the cyclone remains poorly organized. So there. We won't have a whole lot to talk about with Sean. Might not even mention it during the 8 o'clock hour. Okay. Yesterday, I got, of course, who was it? You sent me the picture first, Kelly, right?
Yes,
of the balloon.
I was driving down the road.
And I was trying to call you, and you didn't.
By that point, I was in the doctor's office. And I couldn't answer.
Because it went straight to voicemail.
Yeah.
And anyway, I looked for it because I was coming up from Swansboro, coming back from the area after the torture chamber. And I kept looking. And I said, "Where is it? I wonder where it is." Of course, I got to Piney Green Road, and I turned on there. As I found out.
Yeah.
But I guess it's pretty interesting. The Jacksonville Police Department, they started getting calls.
Yeah.
About noon.
Yeah, it was right there.
Yeah. Public Safety's 911 center began receiving calls of a reported hot air balloon flying within the city limits. After contacting Lejeune's dispatch personnel, it was determined the pilots were two Frenchmen, go figure, who were participating in a national hot air balloon race known as the Gordon Bennett Cup, started in Albuquerque. Really? The pilot was informed the balloon had traveled too close to restricted airspace and was required to leave the area. Upon departing the area, there was an issue with wind speed, and navigation resulted in an emergency landing at Champ's Barbershop. I wonder if they got a haircut while they were there on Lejeune Boulevard. That's out there near Northeast Creek. The pilot safely landed the balloon, and there were no resulting injuries. Of course, NCIS was dispatched. They were brought out just to be absolutely sure. By the time the balloon landed, they were there waiting for it. And they made sure everyone was safe. It's documented, and any concerns of criminal intelligence ties were cleared. It wasn't a Chinese balloon. It was a French balloon.
Well, when I saw it and I was over behind the hospital, I called Robin and I'm like, there's this balloon. And I said, it honestly looks like somebody dangled, but it was a basket below. I said, but it looks like it's headed over to the base. I'm like, I'm pretty sure this balloon's not supposed to be here. He says, why? And he couldn't see. He said, well, I don't know. I said, we might want to call somebody and ask them. So then when I was in the doctor, videos started popping up on Facebook. And you see all the police showing up because it landed over behind the driftwood.
Yeah.
And
that's where Champ's Barbershop is.
And you see are cops coming in there, which, military, JPD. I mean, they were all coming.
There was a lot of military there.
But I understand why they would have had that response, because it was right by the base. And I was like, hold up, I'm pretty sure this is not supposed to be here.
No,
but that's why. And my little pitiful picture I took, I pulled over and took it. I mean, I'm on my cell phone, so I didn't have like
you didn't have a camera.
A camera. I just did that, and I zoomed it in, and then sent that to you and Lee. And I was like, check this out. Like it was like interesting. It made for a lot of social media.
I'm sure it
news.
did.
Well, there is a great ending to the story. They won first place.
Well, where was I saw that they won. I just feel like they were off course. Were they?
Yeah. Well, see, they come up the East Coast. I think they were like in Cape Fear, and they were coming up that way. And I think that someone from what I read said they saw it over Trawler Terrace, which is military housing. So I
believe that based on where I was. I was behind the hospital when I saw them. I mean, I believe that. But where were they supposed to be finishing the race?
I don't know. I don't know where their destination was.
What do you just race till you fall out, and then you're the first one to fall out wins? I mean,
I guess I don't know. We'll have to research
I just would
that.
Like to know where
it was a crazy story.
Where the end point. It was. I mean, balloon was big.
The panic from some people.
You ever been on one of them? You ever been close to a hot air balloon?
I've been on a hot air balloon.
Have you? They are big.
They're huge.
Yeah.
They started October 7th. They're 85 hours in the air. Wow.
Without sitting down?
No. Just said they traveled for 85 hours.
Ooh. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That right. So I did with that lady wearing that diaper traveling across country to beat somebody's butt. I mean,
did they think about having this race? Did they think about the implications when people saw these white balloons up in the air after what had happened?
Doubtful.
Yeah. I mean,
but I just want to know
I
where.
would have stayed away from elite military
I would have too.
Exactly.
What in the world are you doing?
Well, these were two Frenchmen. They just probably, I don't know. I think I heard somewhere that they actually, like you said, got off course.
I said they've got to be whoever they were. I didn't even know.
Of all places.
I said, I'm pretty sure. And I said this
Come
Robin. I said, I'm pretty sure they are off course. I mean, nobody's dumb enough. Well, nobody should be dumb enough to fly a hot air balloon.
Oh, social media was precious as usual.
Oh, it was hilarious.
And the military shot it down.
I heard that, yeah.
It's a Chinese spy balloon.
I was like, this is too big to be a Chinese spy balloon.
Oh, it was huge. Social media was ramped up.
What was excitement?
Yes.
Well, it was. Had something going on for it.
They shot it down.
Well, I had numerous conversations yesterday with individuals.
You did?
Yeah, by phone and wherever I went.
Wow.
About the documents.
Oh.
And they say, is there more information? I said, well, actually, we just touched on stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I haven't even gotten to the rest of it yet.
And it, just so everyone knows, we took our information from emails, facts. They're all facts.
Yep.
We didn't stretch anything.
We
this
didn't
is
manufacture
straight
anything.
from the emails that we requested. Information requested.
I did have one gentleman to express some concerns about the meeting last Tuesday, with the presence of a county commissioner there.
Yeah.
And the videos that have surfaced with him. And there's a lot of concern out there.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Over this incident.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So I don't know what's going to come of that. Commissioners may have to get involved again.
being present at that meeting, I'm gonna tell you what, whew, it's a whole different feel than just watching it on G10.
I'm sure. You
Yeah.
can look around and see everything.
Well, look around, see which door you
G-
want to go out first.
G10 only gives you a one camera shot. That's the
Yes,
reason I don't like
yes.
to watch sports on TV. I only got what that producer wants you to see. I want to be there in person. I can look around and look and see what I want to see.
Yeah, I'd rather be there.
That's the difference. Okay, what else is going on? Anything else in the world? We got this thing in Israel, right?
Oh, it's watched the specials on it last
No,
night.
there's not. Slip.
I watched some.
Marines are moving into.
Yes.
So we've seen some information about that. Special Operations Marine Corps unit participating in exercises. So expected to last through the 22nd. I've already departed early this week as a result of emerging events. Because that's I like the way they put that. According to the crap that's going on in Israel and Gaza, that's what it really means. That's the emerging events.
Right.
The Marines issued a press release saying Marines and sailors of the 26th MU Marine Expeditionary Unit will be participating in Marine Air Ground Task Force training exercises in Kuwait through the 22nd. The training started with the USS Baton and Amphibious Ready Group and USS Carter Hall, which is scheduled to arrive near Kuwait and offload elements and equipment for the exercises. That's a great cover.
I like it.
That's a great cover.
Good
You know
story.
where they are, though, right?
I know exactly
Right.
where
They're
they
right there
are.
beside.
Yeah.
Right.
They will be available.
Yeah. I like it.
The exercises began on the 7th. Hamas-led militants conducted a deadly surprise attack on Israel, of course. 22 confirmed U.S. citizens have been killed, 17 still unaccounted for, some being held hostage in Gaza. We do know that in addition to the 26 MU, we do have SEAL team on location now. And we have the USS Gerald Ford aircraft carrier and other vessels, escort vessels, the destroyers. We have them on station. And there are other elements of our forces that we don't know about.
Yep.
Well,
We know about them, but we
Yeah.
don't know where they are, but we do know where they are likely.
Yeah, it's just like we were talking yesterday. You know, as soon as this broke out, they already had people on the way.
Oh, well, yes, they did. And, you know, there are people there all the time anyway. You
Right.
know, there are elements.
Yep. It's one thing about our country. We're going to be there when needed.
Most assuredly. We've got a caller. Good morning. Who's this?
Good morning, everybody. How's everybody?
Hey,
we're
Chris.
hanging in here, Chris. How are you?
I'm doing good, thanks. Just want to hit a couple of things. Go back to the meeting. First off, congratulations to Lee, who set a good example for how to address a board in a conversation. For those that didn't watch it, Lee was very polite, was very direct to her point,
And very articulate.
and is very articulate, had her facts, and was very polite to the board members, to the staff, and to the audience. She just did a great job in bringing out the facts as they need to be brought out, and not used any emotion. And I think too much of that meeting was a lot of parents being emotional and not really knowing all the facts. So I want to thank you, Lee, for your presentation.
Oh, thank you, Chris.
You're welcome. What I think I did, my personal opinion is the way the parents acted, and this is all about the children, did not set a good example to their children on how to try to accomplish something. I think their emotions obviously were way overboard. They were disrespectful to the board, to the administration staff. I understand their feelings. However, as we've talked about before, had it happened down the road, White Oak High School would have never been involved in the story. And I've had a chance to talk to board member Melissa Oakley, who I thought has done a great job. Very intelligent woman, very intelligent.
Yep.
Who speaks the facts. And I think together, the whole community can come together and make this school system safer, but not by doing it the way that this group did it.
I
And
agree.
to have the board meeting have to be called because people were unruly. I think some of those people actually should have been escorted out per the rules. I mean, that's why we have rules. You disobey the rules, what happens, Rayford?
Yeah, you got to pay the consequences. You're supposed to.
You pay, yeah. So I just think that Lee did a great job. I think it is unfortunate we couldn't hear from the rest of the board members' comments. But those people who acted, I'll just say, immature and set a bad example for their children, that's how you act as an adult. That was just very bad example.
And
How to
and the comments of one school board member and the egging on of these dissident parents, I think was absolutely, totally unprofessional. It should not have been
Uncalled
allowed.
for.
And after the information that Lee has brought forth here, these 100 pages or so, it shows nothing. All it was, in my opinion, is an effort to retaliate against the school administration, specifically the school superintendent, for his efforts to do what's right to get things done. And he had to circumvent all that work that the school superintendent's been doing to try to collect money that should never have been paid in the first place
By the school.
by the school, by the
Yeah, it
taxpayers,
wants
by the taxpayers, by you and me, Chris.
That's right.
yeah.
We paid a lot of money for somebody to do nothing. And then he got mad because the school superintendent wanted it back.
Well, I'm going to concur with everything that's been said so far. Personally, and I'll use the name. Doesn't matter. It's been seen on TV. It's been seen
Well,
on
I've said it.
C10. Everybody's okay. Mr. Rogers made a comment at the very beginning. If you want to consider this political, then consider it political. And then to attack the board chairman, to attack Dr. Collins in front of, and he knew he was on TV, and basically he incited the crowd
He did.
and wanted the crowd behind him. What I'd like the crowd to understand is this. He challenged Dr. Collins, the chairman, and the rest of his board members on a $63,000 study for the security, which has been has come out that these people are certified, have all their certificates posted online.
Yes.
The money was not wasted, but he challenged, after listening to some of the comments at the last few shows, challenged Dr. Collins, but he's yet to answer any of the questions that Dr. Collins has asked him.
Correct.
Okay, you can't, as you all folks said yesterday, and I'm just giving you dittos on that. It's not my way or your way. It's the right way. And he didn't answer the questions, but he was very adamant that his questions weren't answered. Personally, I think it's borderline on the last member that had to be censored or removed. And I'm sorry, he was appointed to the position, if I'm not mistaken. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
He was appointed.
You're correct.
He was appointed, and he's trying to set himself up to be elected this time.
Well, he's setting himself up to not be elected. Be elected. He's never been elected. He lost the election
And he-
the first time around.
Kelly brought up good points. She's in this same, I guess. Kelly, is he in the same profession as you, as far as you know?
Yes, he is.
Okay. So we have Kelly, who's been in it for 20 something years. I don't know how long this gentleman's been in it. None of my business, but
About maybe 2. He has his associate licensure. He'll have his full licensure next year.
okay, so not fully licensed. So,
No, he got licensed
yeah,
last
some of-
November.
okay, so some of the story just doesn't make sense.
Be something
On
rotten
the
in Denmark, as
timeframe.
they say, Chris.
Well, and to that I say, because as someone who attends numerous conferences, I'll be at one next week, matter of fact, check-in time at hotels is historically nowadays right around 4:00. So I'm just I can't fathom on a Sunday why he was not, even the situation did occur at Bryn Mawr.
But he was still at home.
He was still at home. Why was he not already checked in when he should have been? And he could have driven, even if he had to come up here, he could have driven a little over an hour it takes from the hotel at Wrightsville Beach to get here. I've made that drive many a time.
And here's the other thing. He said that he got the call at 11:54 p.m. that evening, right? He didn't get to Bryn Mawr until 2 a.m.,
Which means he was not on his way to Wrightsville Beach.
of course.
So
But not
No,
only that,
no.
yeah. Yeah. Why so
I'm sorry, go
late?
ahead, Kelly.
Well, why so late? I mean, this is right here in town. Bryn Mawr is here and right off Western.
Still
So
took him 2 hours to get there.
I can drive to Raleigh in 2 hours.
Well, you can drive to Los Angeles in about 4.
Well, that's
The
true
way you
too, the
drive.
way I drive. But still, but why? But I mean, even if he was at Wrightsville, he could have left there, came back. But he didn't.
Well, and the other one, I won't beat a dead horse, but I'm sorry, valet parking.
Glad you're
I
paying
don't care if you
attention,
carry.
Chris.
Okay, one person going to a conference probably has at the most 2 rolling suitcases. They very seldom make any where you carry them right like we used to have.
Nope.
You got them on wheels. To park across the street and carry your luggage over to the hotel is not that big of a deal. Valet parking is for those who are just either very elderly, have money to spend, not county money,
that money to
Their own
spend.
personal money. I'm sorry, Lee, go ahead.
Yeah.
I said exactly that money to spend. And I know what you're going to say, and I agree with you. If you want to do the valet parking, pay the difference from regular parking in the valet out of your own pocket.
I just, I know the next meeting is coming up November,
Mhm.
and I know the rules are do not direct specific questions to specific board members. But as some of the parents did, who acted out of line and said, "No, I'm going to keep talking. I'm going to keep talking. I'm going to keep talking,"
No, you're
it
not.
should have been removed.
Yeah.
Thank you, Edward.
They need a sergeant at arms is what they need, along with a deputy.
Well, they need
Well, they had
people need
deputies
to
there.
follow the time limit. You're given 5 minutes for a reason. Otherwise, if everyone can just willy nilly get up there and talk as long as they want, it'll be a 9-hour meeting. Like if you've got 5 minutes, use your 5 minutes, because most of these people are not getting up there off the cuff and talking. They've had all day to prepare their speech. Practice it at home. And you know, when I go to give talks and stuff wherever I'm at, I always write out what I'm going to say, or even if I just kind of bullet point it, if you know, I either have it completely written out and I'm gonna verbatim do it that way, or bullet point, but I always time myself.
Yep.
You know, if they say, Kelly, you got 30 minutes. Okay, because Kelly can talk now. So I can get up there, and if you don't put a time limit on me, I'll just go like the Energizer Bunny. So, but I mean, for these people say, well, I'm not done. 5 minutes is 5 minutes. And some of the points were just repeated. They were just, and some of them were directed towards individuals. And I feel like there's a lot of agendas all the way around. And for some of the things they are hammering, some of these people are hammering the board about, it's out of their control. Some of it is a law enforcement issue. I mean, they're wanting them to do something that they are physically unable to do.
Yep. Absolutely.
Well, it is, and you got to take a commercial break.
We
I
do.
just want to say this. When I made my presentation, and this goes back, and again, I support the YMCA pool. I really do, not with education funds. Whether or not they would have took that money to put the metal weapon detectors in every school, that's up to the board, not me. I just brought it up as a suggestion. However, Mr. Rogers is talking out of both sides of his mouth. He voted for the pool, okay? But at the same time, he's questioning $63,000
I agree.
for security.
I agree. Can't argue that. Can't argue it.
I think any budgets for any conferences need to be reevaluated and use that money instead for something else, except for the required 12 hours.
Right.
Period. Bottom line.
Exactly.
And have that done in Smeets Ferry or somewhere else. Let
Well, you
them have
know,
our
it
conference there.
has changed a lot since back in the day. Remember when Pam Thomas, rest in peace, and some of those others were on the board, and they were taking like extravagant trips to Hawaii and stuff on school
Yep.
board business.
What?
But it has changed. And I know they've made a lot of improvements where it used to be this dollar amount. Now it's this dollar amount. So, but I'm sure that with everything that has happened recently that and I know talking to one of the board members said that they had already been addressing that and working on that. So, you know.
It needs to be addressed and needs to be
Yes,
worked on.
Yes.
There's a bird in here.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Chris,
There's
we got to
room for
run.
improvement. Yeah.
Thank
Y'all
you.
like to go.
Thank you,
Y'all have a
Chris.
good day.
Yeah,
Keep
you
up
too.
good work.
Appreciate it. You're live and local, Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
Freedom 97.1 WSME with Jacksonville Cardinal High School football.
Be sure to tune to WSME Freedom 97.1 worldwide and online at WSME971.com. This Friday night, as the Jacksonville Cardinals host the Vikings of D.H. Conley from Greenville. Pre-game 6:30 with Jerry Allen and Bob Warlick, bringing you all the action with kickoff at 7 o'clock. Followed by the Golden Corral post-game report. Jacksonville High School football is made possible by the following fine sponsors: National Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram, Golden Corral, Modern Exterminating, Jacksonville Heating Contractors, CNS Paint, Barley Insurance, Bill Mercer, Jones Onslow EMC, Bob Mills Mitsubishi, Coastal Bank, Humphrey Heating and Air, and Bradley's Jewelers.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents. And Doug.
Check it out, Limu, a roadside carnival.
Test your strength. Come see the fire-breathing baby.
Let's fan out and tell people that Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Look, an emu wearing sunglasses.
Limu, you're famous. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
DQ presents. Picture this. You stand before the awe-inspiring new signature stack burger menu at DQ and your mouth wonders, where have you been all my life? That's 5 taste bud tempting cheeseburgers with 100% real seasoned beef. You peek at the loaded A1 stack burger with 2 premium sauces. Then the flamethrower stack burger with tongue-tingling jalapeno bacon. Then you realize moments like these are exactly why we have the DQ signature stack burger menu. DQ. Happy tastes good. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
Mills International Incorporated, your local Cub Cadet dealer, is ready for fall, and you should be too. With Cub Cadet, zero turns, lawn tractors, and walk-behind lawnmowers from Cub Cadet are engineered with premium features, leaving you with a well-manicured lawn. Stop by Mills International Incorporated today and unlock the possibilities of your yard with Cub Cadet. Head to your local Cub Cadet dealer, Mills International Incorporated, at 801 South Queen Street, Kinston, for exceptional offers, expert advice, and superior service.
A plan every adult family can consider is the pre-arranged funeral. It's the worry-saving thing to do for your family. Making pre-arrangements helps to alleviate the additional stress on family members that can come with arranging a loved one's funeral. Jones Funeral Home's prepaid funeral plan helps remove confusion. They make a practical evaluation of costs possible, and it's the best way to take an unpleasant task off the shoulders of the family. Call Jones Funeral Home at 455-1281.
With locations in Jacksonville, Richland, Swansboro, and Holly Ridge.
Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Doctors Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry.
It's summertime. No schedules, no stress, and no cooking. The Burrow Low Country Kitchen is got you covered. Order a Carolina-style seafood boil to go. Sausage, potatoes, corn, with your choice of shrimp, crawfish, lobster, clams, mussels, crab legs, or a mixture. Seafood boils also make great party pleasers. Grab a quick lunch of Philly cheesesteaks, Italian sausage, fish tacos, and more. Dine in or take out. Curbside or dockside pickup. The Burrow Low Country Kitchen. Corner of Front and Moore Streets in downtown Swansboro. BurrowLowCountryKitchen.com.
Hello, shoppers. Take advantage of the fine specials and many, many more at your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, where good things cost less. Down the street on the Richlands Highway, Jacksonville, and Main Street in Maysville. Half-cut, boneless strip loin is only $8.99 a pound. Beef back ribs, $2.99 a pound. A 2-pound bag of fully cooked hot wings is only $7.99 a bag. Boneless chuck roast, $4.99 a pound. Whole Boston butt, $1.59 a pound. Jumbo pack fried drumsticks are only $1.19 a pound. How about 10 pounds or more fresh ground beef for $2.99 a pound? And remember, the beef and pork is cut fresh every day by the butchers at your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, and they use only the finest and certified Angus beef and Sanderson's Farm chicken. Over in produce, you get a 1-pound container of fresh strawberries for just $2.99. You get a 2-pound bag of Western apples for just $2.99. Black, white, or red seedless grapes are only $2.99 a pound. Caramel or candy apples with nut, just $1.99 each. How about a 3-pound bag of navel oranges for just $4.99? Delicious rutabagas are only 99 cents a pound. And red delicious or pink lady apples are just $1.99 a pound. And you get 2 8-packs of the 12-ounce size Cocoa Sprite for just $9. That's your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, where good things cost less. Down the street on the Richlands Highway, Jacksonville, and Main Street in Maysville. Remember, say big with the pig.
It's live and local talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
Okay, if you're looking for a top-of-the-line, absolutely the bestest pontoon boats I've ever seen, you might want to trot on over to Tideline Marine and Family. 2 of the 3 Aloha Tritoons they have in stock right now have attracted serious attention. But as George and the team there always say, it's first come, first serve. You come up with the money, and the boat is yours. I had a chance Tuesday to take a test drive aboard the 26-footer. That's a good size if you want to have plenty of room for family and friends. Just imagine decorating that boat for the upcoming Christmas flotilla. That would be fun. Load it up with kids, get the music going. What a to bring out the Christmas spirit. If you're into fishing, you can zip on down to the Intercoastal Waterway, line that boat with locals who love this time of year when you can catch spots by the dozens. Get enough for a neighborhood fish fry if you want, or freeze them and have that fish fry at Thanksgiving. What a hoot that would be. Deep fried turkey and fried spots. It could not get a whole lot better than that. Tideline Marine. Stop by and chat it up with Todd or George. Take home an Aloha Tritoon boat. 159 Old Bridge Street on the banks of the New River in downtown Jacksonville. Small craft advisory in effect from this morning through this evening. Today, northerly winds offshore 10 to 15 knots, becoming northeasterly 15 to 20, gust to 25 this afternoon. Seas 2 to 3 feet, building to 3 to 5 by afternoon. Near shore, seas only 2 to 3 feet, dominant period 8 seconds. Sounds and rivers a moderate chop, increasing to choppy this afternoon. Northeasterly winds tomorrow, 10 to 15 knots, seas 3 to 4, dominant period 8 seconds, sounds and rivers a moderate chop. Southerly winds on Saturday, 15 to 20, gusts to 25, seas 4 to 6 feet, sounds and rivers will be choppy.
Hey, showers mainly before 4 p.m., of high of only 68 if we get to that. Tonight, mostly cloudy, low of 53. Tomorrow, sunny, high of 80. Tomorrow night, partly cloudy, low of 61. And on Saturday, showers and thunderstorms with mostly cloudy, high of 79. And wind gusts as well.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit sloppy on Saturday for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be
I just have one thing I want to say relating back to the Board of Education and all this mess. The parents that got up and spoke before the Board of Education, has any one of them ever volunteered at a school?
I don't know.
Help tutor a student?
Don't know.
Help bake a cake for a cakewalk or fundraiser?
Attended a PTA meeting.
Attended, yes. Any meetings?
Do they even have PTA meetings anymore?
PTO. I'm not really sure if that's a thing anymore. I think some of the schools have it.
Yeah, I
but
guess it did change to
what
PTO,
have you
didn't it?
done to help our schools?
Do you even attend the football games?
Correct. Have you ever donated school supplies?
I do that all the time.
I know Kelly does.
Yeah.
I mean, what have you done?
I don't know.
And that's
We're
all I
waiting
had
for
to
a
say.
call back from John Michael Vincent.
Moore. John Michael Moore.
Yeah, his name is John Michael Vincent Moore.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
He's got
Really?
2 middle names.
I
yeah.
brought that up to him yesterday. I said, Rayford loves throwing in that Vincent on you.
Anyway, but he's supposed to be calling in about an event coming up.
Yeah.
And a situation. So we want to do that. We're also going to be reaching out and talk about both the Veterans Day Parade
Yes, very
coming
important.
up next month.
Right.
I mean, how much more important could it be than right now?
That's right. That should be John calling back.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm sorry, I had to call back. I just
Yes,
want to
sir.
talk about a couple other things outside of this school board. The JCs, of course, are sponsoring the Onslow County Fair that's going on right now.
Yep.
And wanted to let the public know that the little circus thing that's on 224 and 258
I saw it.
near
Yeah.
the flea market,
Yeah.
that is an unlicensed fair
Really?
or
Oh, my.
circus. And I would avoid it at all costs. If you ride by there and look at it, it doesn't even look safe.
Yeah, I saw it.
But we had a meeting last night at another organization I belong to, and we're discussing it. And I just think people need to let people know.
Yep. Okay.
Beware where you spend your money.
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
And maybe city ought to go out there and check them out.
You need to. Have you seen it?
No, I have
You
not.
need to ride by there.
I will do it today.
I've seen it.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, thank you.
Thank
And
you.
one other
you got one more.
quick one is the Mola Festival this weekend.
It
Crime
is.
Stoppers will be there,
It is.
and Crime Stoppers will hopefully be in the Veterans Parade as well.
Good.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you.
I'm going to call you about that.
All right. Appreciate it, Chris.
Okay,
Goodbye.
take care.
John Michael Vincent Moore. How are you?
Good morning, Rayford. My
How-
apologies for not getting through sooner. My new vehicle has one of those hands-free telephones
Oh, I'm
that
sorry.
we said not to use, and
That's
it
right.
would not let me call without using it.
No.
You have to disconnect from it. Yeah, it can be aggravating, John.
So anyway, here I am.
There
And
you are.
two things. One, if you love apples, I mean like Granny Smith's, Roma's, Golden Delicious, if you love Red Delicious, Macintosh, right now as I speak, Mike Cayley, our Lancer up at the Halls Run chapter, is up at Gilbert's Orchard up near Henderson, and he is bringing back a truckload of apples for our apple sale Saturday, October 14th at Apple Fest.
Okay.
And point blank, we need to sell 400 bags of apples. So I need everybody coming down to buy apples this
I
weekend.
need some Golden Crisp. You got them?
We got them.
Okay. Now, where
And
do
I'll
I
tell you
go?
what else about all of this. You know, this year, all of the orchard apples are fresh picked from the mountain orchards. You can't get any fresher apples anywhere in our region than what will be at Saturday's event at the Halls Run Community Center.
Good.
We open the doors at 10:30. We're going till 4. We've got over 28 different craft vendors that are going to be there. Church's Fried Chicken is going to be the food vendor. Rita's Shaved Ice is going to be out there. It's going to be a good old-fashioned country get-together. And the big bonus is you can get 10 apples in a bag, and I believe the bags are going to be right around $5 a bag for fresh orchard-picked apples.
Okay.
You're not going to find any better anywhere.
All right.
And Rayford, there's more.
Okay. Go ahead.
Now, all people know that for the last, how many years have you been on the air now, Rayford? Think about it.
About a dozen, almost.
But Rayford's Rangers has been one of our biggest supporters of toys for Operation Deployed Santa. And I'm pretty certain Rayford can tell you where to drop off the toys again this year. But that campaign began on October 1st for raising the toys for this year's Operation Deployed Santa. This year we're going into 4 separate at-risk neighborhoods. We basically are going to be providing toys for 2,500 kids. The neighborhoods have already been picked. We need every toy we can get, and we really encourage everybody, don't buy the high dollar toys because those get stolen and taken from the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Find a nice, inexpensive, generic toy that a kid would like. Bring it in, drop it off, and I guarantee it'll go to a needy child.
Absolutely. And anybody coming here can drop it off here. You can leave it on my front porch if you want to. It's 102 Marion, Marian Place, here in Jacksonville, in the Country Club Acres.
Mm-hmm.
Well, with that, I'll say thanks again, Rayford. Be sure to come on out, everybody, to Apple Fest. I know there's a lot of other events coming up,
but
it only takes 10 to 15 minutes to buy a bag of apples or more. And if you love apple pie, remember those Granny Smiths are the best for apple pie.
I love apple pie with some cheese on it and some French vanilla ice cream.
Time and location once again.
Yes.
It's at the Halls Run Community Center. Lee, the street address is on that flyer I sent you.
Yes. Well, I'll repost
and
the
again,
flyer.
The Halls Run Community Center is located right next door to the Halls Run Fire Department, who are also participating in this. They're going to have some of their equipment on display.
Good.
So again, if you want something that you don't have to pay a fee to get in, where you can, use your money to buy the apples and buy the crafts, and if you want to just have a good old-fashioned time like we used to have at Barn Fest around here, Apple Fest at the Halls Run Community Center.
I like it.
Yes. And if you want a beautiful wreath like we have hanging up here on the wall, Mama Jen is going to be there.
Oh, Jennifer's going to be out there.
Yes,
Good.
and, I found out yesterday that Mrs. King is going to be there with her special soap. We also have a person coming in who makes Afghans and weaves, like hot pads and stuff. There's a lot of stuff that's going to be there this year. One young lady makes Christmas tree ornaments and painted wood items. So again, this is more like the old-fashioned country fairs we used to have. There is no admission fee. We have plenty of parking. Come on out, join the fun, get a good meal from Church's Fried Chicken. The prices are reasonable. Buy those bags of apples. Find a few crafts you like for the house. And support Operation Deployed Santa.
And get some
I
apples.
hate to do this,
Very
but I got to run in to earn my paycheck.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay.
You'll
Bye,
be all right.
John.
Thank you, John.
Have a great day, guys.
You too. That is this Saturday.
Yes.
And you can check our Facebook page here shortly. You'll find that a poster. The information is reposted there.
Yes. I
Okay.
posted it earlier in the week. I'll repost it again to freshen it up.
Okay, let's take a break. You're live and local Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME. Our number 910-333-0139. Want to chat? 910-333-0139. We'll be right back.
D's right here. Join me weekdays from 10 till 3 p.m. on your Day D's right here on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Down East Heating and Air Conditioning, a family tradition of quality since 1986.
Down East is your local Bryant Factory authorized dealer. Down East, Bryant, whatever it takes to keep you cool.
Down East Heating and Air Conditioning, a family tradition of quality since 1986. DownEastHeating.com.
Need service on your present cooling system? Just call Down East. Looking to replace your cooling system in your home or office? Down East and Bryant is ready to do whatever it takes to keep you cool on these hot summer days. Ask about 0% interest for 60 months. Down East, Bryant, whatever it takes.
Down East Heating and Air Conditioning, a family tradition of quality since 1986. DownEastHeating.com.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
Coastal Bank and Trust thanks you for allowing us the privilege of handling all your banking needs, including personal and commercial loans to mortgage services. With locations in Jacksonville, Holly Ridge, Richlands, and Morehead City, Coastal Bank and Trust truly is a community bank dedicated to those we serve and is proud to be a part of the continued growth of Onslow, Carteret, and surrounding counties, and looks forward to meeting you. Thank you for voting up the best of the best 5 years in a row. FDIC insured and an equal housing lender.
Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing specializes in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting. In fact, they paint most anything except cars, including homes, businesses, apartment complexes, decks, and they do minor repairs, wood repairs, pressure washing, waterproofing, and more, including storm repair and cleanup. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing, fully licensed, insured, and locally owned and operated by Roger Carroll Jr. References available, and customer satisfaction is always guaranteed. So if you want it painted, maintained, power washed, or need a new roof, call Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, and Power Washing at 910-939-0749 or visit southerntouchpaintingnc.com. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing salutes our troops and is proud to be part of the continued growth of Onslow and surrounding counties.
Great Gas and Oil Company, and of course, Wismart and Chappie's Chicken, located at 4111 Gum Branch Road, right here in Jacksonville, and 633 Sandridge Road, Hubert, has all you need when it comes to convenience for gas, cold beverages, and a great selection for quick pickup essentials. Enjoy fresh, not frozen, delicious meals at Chappie's Chicken, located inside Wismart, 4111 Gum Branch Road, and 633 Sandridge Road, Hubert. So if you're in a hurry, get it all. Gas, ice cold beverages, convenience store items, and delicious, fresh, not frozen, Chappie's Chicken at Wismart, 4111 Gum Branch Road, Jacksonville, and 633 Sandridge Road, Hubert.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
I just saw a little thing here. It reminds me of my cat.
I see it.
Yeah, it looks just like
I like it.
It's got a picture of him. It says, if you don't like cat hair, stay off the couch.
Yeah.
I live here. You are the guest.
Mm-hmm.
You will be sniffed and possibly licked. Just deal with it.
Yep.
To you, cat, but here I am the baby.
Yep.
They like me more than they like most humans.
True.
They love me. They're only friends with you.
Not a lie. Not a lie.
It's just cute. I need to get that
The
sign.
cat hair and dog hair thing is so true.
It's
I
it is
can
a thing. Yep.
Sit on my couch and be wearing black pants, and when I get up, they look like furry pants.
All right, our Secretary of State, Antony Blinken, he has arrived in Israel.
Yeah.
And Prime Minister Netanyahu said the arrival of Blinken shows unequivocal support for the Jewish nation in this war against Hamas. In remarks at a press conference, Netanyahu called Hamas an enemy of civilization and reiterated that the terrorist group must be crushed just like ISIS.
I agree.
And
100%.
Blinken has now said there are 25 Americans confirmed dead. A bunch are being held hostage.
And they'll be
in
the first
Gaza.
ones killed.
Oh, absolutely. What better way to get our attention?
Right.
Yeah, that's not what you really want there, Bubba.
I mean, I know Hamas's arrogance and their ideologies are just, preventing them from even having any kind of complete independent and sane thought. But they really need to sit back and regroup here.
Yep. They better do
I mean,
something.
they have no regard for any kind of human life whatsoever.
They
None.
do not. None.
None.
Not at all. And they're it's not just killing; it's just their torture, and
Mhm.
even after death.
Mm-hmm.
Good God, if we did something like that to an enemy of our country that we killed, this country would be up in arms.
Burning bodies alive. Just
They're shooting dogs, beheading babies, raping women, raping grandmas. I mean, there's a lot. And I was reading yesterday while I was at the doctor's office, the story of this woman. She's an American, but she's lived in Israel, right in Gaza for a long time. And she was, trying to spread awareness of the plight of the Palestinians and Hamas. And guess what they've done? And she befriended them. Like, she worked with them for 20 years. Guess who they kidnapped?
Yep.
And people were saying, even in the comments to the article, as sadly as that is, I mean, this woman was naive enough to think that they weren't going to hurt her. And someone had made that said, well, they won't hurt me because look what they did. Lady, I mean, because they don't care. They do not have any value towards human life whatsoever. I don't care who you are.
Yep. All right. 910-333-0139. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Pay a few bills and don't go too far from your radio.
We've unlocked the vaults and we're replaying Casey Kasem's American Top 40, the 70s. This week is from October 16th, 19. That's when the Ritchie family found the best disco in town. Ringo Starr gave us a dose of rock and roll. Boston felt more than a feeling. And Wild Cherry played that funky music. You'll hear those songs and all the top 40 hits from October 16th, 1976, right here on American Top 40, the 70s.
Check out Casey Saturday mornings 8 to 11 on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
Hi, guys. It's Lisa, the Queen of Diamonds from Bryn Mawr Jewelers in Jacksonville. Are you looking for a ring for the perfect girl? We have hundreds of rings in our beautiful showroom. Want a ring as unique as your girl? Then we'll custom design a ring especially for you. Not sure if you want lab-grown diamonds or diamond? No problem. We'll take the time to explain the difference. We guarantee to find a diamond as exceptional as your girl. We hand select every diamond that comes into our store, and it has to be a sparkling fireball to make it in our showcase. Our long-standing relationships in the industry guarantees you to get the most competitive price on the highest quality diamond. We offer custom financing so that it's easy to buy the ring of her dreams. We have rings for every budget and a vast selection of loose diamonds. So I invite you to come visit us today at Bryn Mawr Jewelers in Jacksonville. The Lutz family has been a part of thousands of I Do's for over 72 years. Nobody does I Do like we do. Come see why we're Jacksonville's oldest family jeweler.
Bryn Mawr Jewelers, next to Sam's Club, Jacksonville. Modern Exterminating, 627 College Street, Jacksonville has proudly been serving the pest control needs of Onslow and surrounding counties since 1952. That's 70 years of protecting the health and property of our citizens from rodents, termites, mosquitoes, and all other pests. Modern Exterminating offers inspection without obligation. Being authorized to serve government quarters, Modern Exterminating takes this opportunity to thank those who serve and allowing us to handle all your pest control needs. If what they use don't zap them, they'll trap them. And if you're not satisfied, they'll step on them. The bug stops here. Modern Exterminating, family owned and operated since 1952. Call today, 910-455-5122. That's 910-455-5122 for Modern Exterminating.
C&S Paint, Jacksonville's premier paint store since 1957, with 3 locations serving the Crystal Coast, has everything you need from brushes to Olympic stain and quality Benjamin Moore paint. Benjamin Moore offers unmatched color and durability, so the color will last for years to come. Whether they do it yourself or paint contractor, when you shop C&S Paint Center, you're not just at your home or construction site, you're supporting a local business too. C&S Paint Center, Olympic Stain, and Benjamin Moore. Paint for everything that matters. C&S Paint Center, 105 Wayne Drive, Morehead City, 6 Doris Avenue, Jacksonville, and 504 Cedar Point Boulevard, Cedar Point. C&S Paint, phone 910-455-0210. Jacksonville's premier paint store since 1957.
Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, your trusted local carrier indoor weather team, serving all of your heating and air conditioning needs since 1967. Now offers residential and commercial duct and dryer vent cleaning, and now offers expert residential and commercial plumbing service. In case of a power outage due to a storm or for any other reason, be prepared with a Generac generator for your home or business. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning has Generac generators in stock, ready to install today. Remember, better breathing comes with cleaner air. Let Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning improve the air quality in your home or business with professional air duct cleaning. As always, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning is available 24/7 for all your heating, cooling, and plumbing emergency needs. Turn to the Carrier experts, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, with locations in Jacksonville and Hampstead. Visit online, humphreyheating.com. And follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning since 1967. Relax. We're on the way.
It's not for everyone, only for you. The medication your doctor prescribes is exclusively yours to take as directed. Nobody else should be taking it. It's up to you to keep your medication secure and to safely dispose of any unused medications. Don't let anyone take what's yours. Your prescription, your responsibility. Be aware, don't share. Lock your meds.
Supported by NCDHHS, Division of Mental Health, Developmental Disabilities, and Substance Abuse Services. Visit lockyourmeds.org/NC.
Safety on the highways begins with your tires. Before you hit the highway this upcoming holiday season, visit Battlefield Tire Pros, 103 North Highway 24 in Swansboro, and let them inspect your tires for your peace of mind before traveling. Since 1963, Battlefield Tire Pros has served our community and military neighbors with name brands such as Michelin, Uniroyal, Firestone, Goodyear, and many others, including a good selection of used tires. They also carry lawnmower tires, four-wheeler tires, and motorcycle tires. And alignment service is available by appointment. Save time and money by skipping the dealerships and big box stores and let locally owned and operated Battlefield Tire Pros handle all your tire needs. Battlefield Tire Pros at the corner of North Road and Highway 24 in the friendly city by the sea, Swansboro. Phone 910-326-4178 or visit online battlefieldtirepros.com.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
It's live and local real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Okay, Miss GOP leader,
What?
former GOP leader.
Past, yes.
Yes. How about them Republicans up there in D.C.? They're meeting behind closed doors today again to try to work out whatever their differences are in their selection. The Republicans yesterday selected Steve Scalise
Right. It
to
was
be
a
their choice for
100
Speaker of the House. But
113 to 99 vote.
yeah,
So,
there are a lot of people that don't want him.
and Jim Jordan now is backing Steve Scalise and saying he's supposed to give the
Uh-huh.
nominating speech if they ever get that far.
Okay, so they're going to go back behind closed doors today to try to work out the differences, because if it goes to the House floor right now, full chamber,
Right. He'll lose. I mean, he won't have a
we
majority.
won't have enough.
No.
He has to have, I forgot how many votes, but he's got to have
This will be a repeated McCarthy vote.
15 times.
15 times. But only took one to take him out.
Yeah. So
Remember that.
It's just got to be, there's something's got to be done.
Yes, they need to come
Can't you-
together.
don't you know those guys up there? Can't you give them a call and say, here's what
I
you need
know
to be
a
doing?
few. You know a few.
Oh, they don't like me.
I mean, we've got a special friend that works at the,
We do.
the rep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder
but,
how he
you know,
voted.
You've got this one group, this one, what do you call them? Dissidents. Just like we had locally and statewide. And
That's a problem.
they don't care about the fact that right now the House cannot go in and enact a resolution to send Israel money and supplies and help. Can't do any of that because we're going to be busy arguing amongst ourselves.
Yeah, we're on the verge of where we were in 1940. You understand that, right?
Yes. Meaning,
A war.
right.
We do not need a house divided.
Another day. No, we don't need a house divided. Hopefully, maybe today. But see, this one, the little dissident group, they're making demands. They
While
want
they're
this and that, this
arguing,
and
I
that.
don't understand it. And I mean, we've got a whole lot of more things better things that they need to be
Right.
discussing.
Right.
We've got Marines on the ground. We got sailors in position.
Mhm. Special forces ready to go.
We got things there, and there's likely going to be a loss of American lives.
Right.
There already has lost 25 civilians, but we're sending people into harm's way,
Right.
and they're going to be bickering.
hmm Hopefully,
Get over it.
maybe today they can come to some kind of agreement, get the vote done, put the speaker in the House, and let's move on. Right now, we need our representatives and our senators there.
We need just like the lyrics of the song go, children behave. You're live and local, Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME. Fox News is now. Right after that, we're going to go to His Honor, the mayor of Swansboro, the friendly city by the sea.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
News, I'm Gianna Pelosi. Secretary of State Antony Blinken, Tel Aviv, meeting with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu as Israel prepares for its next stage of war. President Isaac Herzog.
Israel will defend its people and do whatever it takes with an iron fist to change the reality.
Blinken would also meet with regional leaders in Jordan. International aid groups warning the death toll in Gaza could mount after Israel stopped all deliveries of food, water, fuel, and electricity. The war has already claimed at least 2,500 lives on both sides. The GOP nominates Steve Scalise for House Speaker, but the chamber adjourned without taking a vote, with several Republicans vowing not to back him.
Scalise promises the first order of business would be to pass a plan to back Israel, but some Republicans who voted for Jordan are still supporting him.
Fox's Chad Pergram, Jordan is backing Scalise. America's listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.1.
WSME.
It's live and local. Real Talk.
And we're back, and as I said, I promised you, and he's here. His Honor, the mayor, the honorable mayor of the friendly city by the sea, Swansboro, John Davis. Good morning, John. How are you?
Hey, good morning. How are you guys doing?
We're doing fine. We appreciate you coming in.
You got a full house with you this morning.
We do. We got the whole team is here. And, we just haven't heard from our doggies yet. No doubt they'll be out here shortly. Yeah, they may have to come in through the other door. They don't like the rain, and I don't like them to come in wet anyway. Wet dogs are whatever. Lots going
It's
on.
my lap they get in.
What are that?
Those wet paws.
Yeah, that's okay. Lots going on in Swansboro as
Yes.
always, and a lot of good stuff happening this weekend. How many years is this now? The annual
I
Mullet
believe
Festival.
It's 69, am I right?
Yeah, it's something like that.
So I
Yeah.
think next year's the big 7-0 maybe.
Oh, goodness gracious. And there was one year that it was not held, right, during
Yep.
COVID. I don't think it's ever been rained out. In fact, I was in one of the parades from the other station here. We were in one of the parades years ago. It was pouring rain. We ended up having to throw our equipment because we got a lot of electronics equipment, speakers and everything else. We left the speakers in the back of the truck that I had, so you could still hear them, and they were covered up. But we sat in the vehicle, and we just pulled the float along. But we persevered. The float, the parade went on. The rain did not stop the parade. It was a lot of fun.
Well, I've been in it when it was really hot and been in it when it was really cold, but I have not had to survive the rain yet.
Yeah, well,
I'm hoping this year's not the first.
It's supposed to be nice
Kelly,
this
we don't
weekend.
have a lot of rain, I don't think, Saturday, do we? We
I don't-
got some blustery conditions.
It's supposed to rain all day Saturday.
It was raining Saturday? Oh,
80% chance.
oh my.
Are we up to 80? Did you say
I'm looking at
80%?
it right now.
Last time I looked was 50. So
Saturday. Oh no, we're down to 60. We
60.
were at 80 but an hour ago, but now we're down to 60.
Good.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll just blow off
Yeah.
and go away.
I think it's supposed to clear up by afternoon, though, right? Because they were talking this morning that the CU whatever game was.
It's gonna be gusty, but nobody cares about gusty. winds.
ECU.
Unless you're offshore.
Yeah. Well,
Underwater, you care about
I'm
gusty.
not offshore, so
I know
I
you're
let
not.
me tell you, I don't care.
I got to get you out there one of
No.
these days.
Don't.
I'll go. You know, I'll go.
I know. You. Kidnap you.
Mm-mm.
Robin will help.
No, he won't. He knows better.
You probably have to give him some Dramamine too. So
All right, John. What's what? Give us the nuts and bolts of the Saturday event.
Well, we start off at 9 a.m. with the parade, so get there early so you can get
Oh,
through
yeah.
the traffic and get a place to sit there and watch the parade. So I think they start closing the roads around 8, so get there early.
Okay.
But it goes all day into the night with music downtown at the Pug Pavilion. We're also having some music over by the Borough, which you probably remember as the Ice House.
Yep, I remember it as a borough too.
Yeah, so Sunday, more music through the afternoon. So just a great weekend of music. We are completely, as we've done for like the last 3 years, completely sold out with vendors.
Really?
So there will be
Cool.
vendors at every corner for so.
Okay, you gonna have some fish?
Oh, there'll be some mullet somewhere, and there'll be a good old mullet toss.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
We're gonna do that.
How about a mullet hair contest?
We have that as well.
There you go.
Do you want to participate?
No.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't have a mullet.
Well, you could get one between now and then.
No.
Okay.
Not happening.
People go, they watch the parade, then there are vendors and lots of food, no doubt about that.
Yes.
What else is going to be happening? I know you got music in the afternoon and evening.
Yes, it's music basically all day Saturday and then into Sunday. And the parade is the parade is almost your pinnacle outside of your music. So then you just come out and enjoy, just stroll, enjoy the restaurants, enjoy the food vendors. We've got amazing restaurants. I got a video I could show you right now with a lady that came down from Philadelphia and was comparing our restaurants to their downtown restaurants and saying that we would easily compete with their 4-star restaurants. That's the quality we have in Swansboro.
I know we do. I know you do, and I go there on a regular basis and eat.
Yeah.
I've often said, and I know Randy Swanson very well, and he goes out and he frequents other people's restaurants there, and they come to his restaurants. So it's like it's a great camaraderie among the restaurant owners there, which you find quite often. No, they're competing too much with each other to be friendly with each other.
No, they do a really good job because they realize we've got a limited workforce. We've got limited people that can do quick service cooking.
Yep.
And you're going to have that employee that decides they want a different change, and they work really well together. They actually meet together like once a quarter and those type of things to talk about the town and how they can do things for the town. What do we've got? Swansboro by Candlelight coming up.
Yep.
And so that's another example where our businesses do so well working together. That's totally put on by our downtown businesses. So that's where that friendly competition that our town demonstrates so well.
Yeah, I've said before, and I haven't done it yet, but I would just like to go there and maybe get a room and stay for the weekend, and then just go from one place to the other, go from one restaurant to the other for every meal. Start at breakfast, and then there's brunch, and then there's lunch, and then there's an afternoon snack, and then there's dinner, and then there's after dinner. I mean, I could eat my way through Swansboro.
I think that's an excellent diet plan.
Wouldn't that be? Because you've just got so many fine places there. And I think I've eaten at most of them, unless they put up a new one lately. But I've been there for most of them. But of course, then we got to go get some ice cream too, right?
That's would love to have you come to Dairy Queen. Thank you for the plug. Absolutely.
Yeah. John also owns the Dairy Queen right there on the main drag in Swansboro, Highway 24, also known as Corbett Avenue.
Almost 20 years.
Really?
Yeah.
You've had it there?
February 04 will be 24 will be 20 years.
Wow.
What kind of? I know what Dairy Queens have, the ice cream cones and yada yada yada. What are the specialties there at Dairy Queen these days?
Well,
ice cream.
Definitely some great ice cream. The blizzards where you can more or less make your own, And so of course you got the famous banana split. You can't go wrong there.
Nope.
So it's just ice cream.
Sundays.
It's the best hot fudge sundae. Yes.
That's what I like. With nuts. Absolutely.
Yes. Yes.
What time do you open?
I know.
Well, I have a question.
Take a day trip.
Somebody just texted me and asked, so what's the deal with the ducks?
Oh my Lord!
Somebody just asked me. I'd forgotten about it.
Duck season opens in a few days.
So the ducks was quite an interesting time, but I think we have that resolved. But we had a concern that our population was just very heavy,
right?
And so we had this balance, what I'd like to say, between novelty and nuisance, and they were the seesaw from our school days was kind of leaning towards the nuisance side of things. And so we had to reduce the population, and we had a lot of good people helping us to get them to farms and get them to places where they could extend their lives in a way that it was not affecting our families and neighbors and streets.
So you did not euthanize the ducks?
Oh no, that was an
I know that was a rumor, and
I think Scopes would have proved that one wrong.
Okay. All right. So y'all have heard the story. Good. No ducks were euthanized.
No ducks were harmed.
Yeah.
In the filming
of this
commercial.
Yes.
Right. And the sad part is that is there's more ducks that were being harmed by cars
Mhm.
getting run over
Oh, that's very
because
sad.
people can't see them.
Yeah.
Especially we do have an older population,
And they're not fast.
and they're not fast. And if you can't see them and you're driving, so we actually protected the ducks by moving them to safer locations.
I like it.
That's
Okay.
that's better.
Good.
All right, I have a question. Mullet Festival. Have you got any special accommodations made or any suggestions that you can give us all as far as parking?
Get there early.
I mean, like park at the peak. You know?
So parking's always the $1 million question in Swansboro. I think what Miss Knapp said is the correct thing. Get there early. Get your parking. We do have, I can't remember the number, but I want to say it's somewhere 20 to 30 handicap places right there at the town hall that are marked, especially for people with mobility issues and those type of things. We will have John Freshwater's always so generous to us. We have his farm areas, so we will actually have where you can park on the old farm, and then we will bus you and golf cart you down to the downtown area and
cool.
reduce that walking time. Yes.
Very good.
I'm
very
all about
good.
that.
Yes.
Well, me too.
Because
Yeah,
I
I'm all
know
about
parking
that.
is kind of tough, and especially when you have a big event. And so putting the arrangements out there for everybody to know.
Now, there will be a time that Highway 24 will be blocked off,
Mhm.
the main
For
drag
parade.
That's right.
Yep.
through town. So if you're planning to go to points beyond Swansboro, for instance, if you're headed to Cape Carteret from Jacksonville or to Morehead City from Jacksonville
Or them
or any other points to the east,
Mhm.
you may want to take into consideration that the street will be closed.
It's a slow ride down Main Street Extension during the parade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, during the parade, you can't go, right?
Well, they turn you off at Main Street Extension, and it's
So you can take another road and do the little bypass and work your way over to Cape Carteret area, and you can make it.
You can make it.
Well, why not just go early enough and watch the parade?
That
then
would be the best thing to
continue
do, and then go on,
That's right.
continue your drive.
And our staff, they are excellent at setting up and breaking down right after the parade. They get the roads opened up really fast. Do a great job. So as soon as the parade's over, you can get right on through town.
That's good. That's good. Okay, let's talk about events after the Muller Festival weekend. You've got other things coming up,
Well, the big thing coming up is you got the Candlelight
right?
by Swansboro, and that's a beautiful
When is
event.
that going
It's
to
a
be?
big deal.
Now you got me on the date
Okay.
there. I'm going to have to.
Is it December or November?
It's usually in November.
Okay.
And then we've got the flotilla coming up as well.
Yep.
I believe
Oh,
that's
yes.
the second weekend in November.
Okay. First
And-
weekend is Jacksonville's flotilla.
Yep.
So yours is the next weekend.
Yep. So that's, and I'll tell you what, if it's anything like last year's event, it's just not only the number of vessels,
Second Saturday in
but
November.
the quality of
Yeah, November,
decorations
Mhm.
that our folks had on these boats was absolutely immaculate. It was spectacular. It was just very creative. Our participants did amazing last year.
Good. Good.
All right. It's Saturday, November 11th, Swansboro Candlelight from 5 to 9. The Christmas tree lighting is at 6 p.m.
Oh, okay.
And the flotilla is Saturday after Thanksgiving. Your chamber director is filling us in on all this as we speak.
Flotilla
I've got
is the Saturday after Thanksgiving.
After Thanksgiving for
I got
Swansboro.
my weekends mixed
Okay,
up.
so
That's
that will
okay.
be
I
that
did
will still
too,
be
'cause I
in
thought it was the
November
first
then.
December.
Yes.
It
Okay,
says
gotcha.
Candlelight is the second Saturday in November. Flotilla is the Saturday after Thanksgiving. And also on October 18th, the chamber will hold a Swansboro Commissioners Candidate Forum.
Huh.
That ought to be interesting.
Yeah.
Are you up
That's
for election?
Wednesday. I am not. I have 2 more years left.
Okay, good.
Two more. Oh, we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Why don't you go ahead and tell us you're going to run again?
I
We'll
think
see.
he's-
We'll see what the good Lord has
You're going to run for
between
something
now
else.
and then.
I know what you're doing.
I know what you're doing. So Veterans Memorial. You've made steps on putting in a Veterans Memorial now?
Oh, well, thanks for asking about. Yeah. So we have a project going on that's not directly related to the town, but a lot of people in the town are involved. And it's called our Veterans Memorial Gardens. Joni Bold, who some of y'all may know, retired captain out of the Navy, is our leader there.
Great.
She has pulled together veterans and business leaders in the community, working with Jeff Bailey with Southern Glass. and they have just received the land. About 2 weeks ago, Jeff donated 3.1 acres out by the baseball fields.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And as you may know, George Cleveland and Mike Lazzara and Phil Shepard, they were able to get us $200,000 for that project as well.
Cool.
Nice.
So they have received an amazing blessing all in one short period of time. And so we're very excited about that. Yesterday at noon, they did the first flag raising. They literally, it was almost reminiscent of Iwo Jima, where they raised the pole and dropped the pole in, and then raised the flag. So it was very,
those
that's very special moment to see that.
That's cool.
And to be able to honor our veterans and have a place that they can come. One of the things, and that garden's word is very important. We're actually going to have a master gardener, and they're actually going to have small garden plots so that veterans can come out there and actually have gardens and grow plants and vegetables and whatever they desire.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I
So
like
we're
that,
very excited about the things that Joni and her team are going to be doing.
I like
Excellent.
that. Yeah.
I've got something for you, Rayford. During the afternoon of the candlelight, the
Uh-huh.
Swansboro Century Club is holding a chowder cook-off at Casper's Marina. I think you ought to enter.
Ooh, does it have to be clam?
Well,
Does it say chowder?
It
or
just says chowder.
chowder, clams. It could be oyster chowder. It could be crab chowder.
Well, you know,
Lobster
you took
chowder.
home the winning everything at the Salvation Cook-Off. I think we need to check into this. Any county chowder is accepted.
I do.
He
I
does
do a crab
Rayford
bisque.
style.
Oh,
I also
so
do clam chowder, which I call seafood chowder because it's got a whole lot more in it than clams.
Any kind of chowder is accepted, according to Mike.
Okay.
So we're good there. I have to check. I'll check into
Is it-
details for you today.
So just okay. I'm going to get the rules on that one.
Yeah, to get the
I don't want
rules
to get
on that.
disqualified
Yes, we could go in as the station here,
as the team.
as the team live and local.
We need a GoFundMe account for this one, though.
Sure.
Because it took 3 pounds of crab for the last one, and that stuff is not in. I bet you got a crab house down there now, right? Is Phillips Seafood still there?
Oh, they are still there. Yeah.
I got to call them, see what kind of prices we can
Yeah.
negotiate.
That's a landmark.
Yes, it
Swansboro
is.
Halloweeny roast, October
I'm sorry?
20th. Swansboro Halloweeny roast,
Okay.
October 20th, and then a trunk or treat at Hammocks Beach State Park on October 28th.
Y'all got it
Y'all
going
busy.
on.
We don't slow down.
Yeah, wow, so busy.
It used to be I could drive from here all the way through Swansboro when I was headed for points down east, Cedar Island and whatever, or Harker's Island, either one. You know, you could zip right on through and not see anything.
Right.
No traffic of any consequence. No businesses. At the time I went, they weren't even open, but there were very few of them.
The old Highway 24.
Yeah.
So
2-lane bridge.
Rayford, it used to be at 8 o'clock at night. There would
closed
be
down.
there would be no traffic.
Yep. I remember
those
that.
days are gone.
I tell you what.
We've got to make arrangements, Rayford. An oyster bar is planned for the former Through the Looking Glass in downtown Swansboro.
An oyster bar.
Oyster bar.
You've got one great oyster house there right now,
Ooh.
too.
Yes.
I forgot the name of it. It's just off 24.
Jordan's.
Yes.
It's some.
Yes.
I got there at the end of the season last year. I was introduced to it. I had never even known it was there.
Yeah, it's a little hidden gem. Donald has done absolutely amazing. I think he came in there 6 or 7 years ago, and he has found a niche with the oyster bar, and it is really doing well.
The cool thing was they asked you, how do you want them cooked? I don't want mine burned. I don't want them sitting there shriveled up. And I told him, and that's exactly the way they came out, the way I wanted them.
Yeah.
And also got a side order, I think my wife and I did together, of soft shell crabs.
Okay.
You cannot go wrong with that combo. So, like I say, you got food places, and they're locally owned. That's the cool thing. It's just, everywhere from Yana's, of course, to the Burro and the Low Country Boil, El Signa. At the other end.
And then very few of our restaurants are not owned by locals.
Yeah.
I like
that.
Deanie's.
Who?
The Deanie's Martini.
Oh,
place.
yes,
That
yes.
place is amazing.
Todd and his wife do amazing there.
Mhm.
People love that place. They do music
They
bingo.
do. They have
Of course,
all
you got-
kinds of
of course, you
stuff.
got
They've got-
Yano's, which is great for breakfast.
Oh,
too,
They've
by
got
the way.
desserts. You like dessert? Raven, I'm going to take you one day.
I'm
This
I'm
place is
hungry.
amazing. I will
hungry.
take you.
I'm hungry now.
Then just roll me home.
Their desserts are unreal. Yeah.
Well, I've lost 32 pounds now, so I can afford
Okay, so you can afford to pack a little bit
yeah.
on there. Okay.
Yeah, I
So,
can-
have you got anything planned for Veterans Day?
Okay, so on 11/11 at around 2:00, we are honored to have General Gaskins coming. General Gaskins is secretary to the governor for North Carolina Veterans Affairs.
Mhm. Oh, yes.
And
I've
so
talked to
we
him.
do have a full slate plan. It's going to be probably an hour to an hour and 20 minutes long. The Marines are coming with the Marine Band.
Oh, good.
We're going to have some tactical equipment. We are partnering with the high school. And so they're going to be also doing some music for us. And so we're very excited about that. Major Capers will be speaking as
Oh,
well
okay,
as
good.
as
Fine,
well as
gentlemen.
Sergeant Major Hool will be
Yes. Love
doing
me some Joe Hool.
the wreath ceremony. So we're very excited about that. I think you guys knew about our Memorial Day service that we did. And that was
Yes.
the first one that we had done in Swansboro, and this will be our first veterans ceremony that we've done. And
Excellent.
the intention here is that our veterans, feel one step more appreciated than they did when they walked in the door. We want it to be a very
Excellent.
encouraging event for them,
Amazing.
that they feel appreciated and welcomed and thanked for their service.
So, question, do you have an entry into the Veterans Day parade here in Jacksonville?
I do.
Very good, because I was going to send you the link. You
Thank
need
you.
to sign up. You've got till October 20th.
I'm
I better see your name on the list.
well, it's under the Lancers. The Lancers have asked me to do it with them. So
Oh, cool.
yeah,
You need a separate. You
I need
need
it
to
separate.
fly through as a mayor, bring your staff, wear your red, white, and blue. John can get Lancers.
He's probably listening to you.
Yeah, he's like, stop, Lee.
Mr. Mayor, we thank you for coming in, and
Yeah,
absolutely.
thank you for having so many events there, and it's
Swansboro's grown.
it's just wonderful. For your Veterans Day, my dentist is a Navy veteran. She
Okay.
works at Cedar Point. She's got her business there,
Excellent.
Seaside Dentistry.
Excellent.
I
Okay.
need to notify her.
Yeah, please. And we
I'll let her know because I got to go see her again in 2
and we
weeks.
can send you
This
the
is great.
electronic, the e-flyers they call it now. We can
Yeah.
send you
I'm
the
gonna-
e-flyer, and y'all can put it up on your Facebook
We'd
page.
love
I'm
to do
going to
that.
get your email so I can send you our email
Yeah.
so you can put us on the list for news, breaking news, anything
Yeah.
that you have.
And if you guys would like to come broadcast, would be welcome to have you there to broadcast as
Thank
well.
you. We'll check
We'll
things out, see
certainly
what
talk about
the
that, yes.
availabilities are.
Yes.
Okay. All right, sir. Thank you.
Wow.
Absolutely.
And by the way, if
Swansboro
any of your
great.
folks in Swansboro, if they're looking for advertising on this show,
Mm-hmm.
the young lady sitting to your immediate right,
Me.
Lee,
I'll give you a good deal.
910-330-0.
222.
That's it.
Excellent.
Give her a call.
Yeah, call me.
All right, John. Thank you, sir.
All right, guys.
Be-
Y'all
be
have a
sa-
good day.
Be safe. We got to get your chief up here. We haven't had a chance to have a one-on-one with him yet.
Yes, I think that would be great.
Oh,
our
yeah.
Chiefs are doing it really well. Doing really well.
Put a word in for us, and I'll reach out to
Yeah.
him.
All right, sounds
All
good.
right, thank you. You're live and
Excellent.
local, Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME. We'll be right back.
Freedom 97.1 WSME with Jacksonville Cardinal High School football.
Be sure to tune to WSME Freedom 97.1 worldwide and online at WSME971.com. This Friday night, as the Jacksonville Cardinals host the Vikings of D.H. Conley from Greenville. Pre-game 6:30 with Jerry Allen and Bob Warlick, bringing you all the action with kickoff at 7 o'clock, followed by the Golden Corral post-game report. Jacksonville High School football is made possible by the following fine sponsors: Lane Family Dentistry, Southern Touch Painting, Wismart, Chappie's Chicken, Great Gas, Joe's Funeral Home, OAJ, Drive-In Storage, Pro Image, Bryn Mawr Jewelers, the law offices of John Drew Warlick, Bayshore Animal Hospital, and David Hall, State Farm Insurance.
I had a question about my insurance the other day, so I called my new State Farm agent. And would you believe I talked to the same person who remembered my name? They said that was called service. And then they asked if my dog Max was over his cold. They called that service too. And then they helped me find ways to save on my home and auto coverage. I asked State Farm what they called that. They said service.
Call David Hall, State Farm, 910-455-0440, 1218 Country Club Road, Jacksonville. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Doctors Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology, personal care, and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry.
The best deal for the grill is at Jones LP Gas and Oil Company each Friday. Every Friday from 8 a.m. till closing at 5, Jones LP Gas and Oil Company will fill your 20-pound LP gas grill cylinder for only $11. You heard that right. Each Friday till closing, you can have your 20-pound LP gas cylinder filled for only $11 at Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 Wilmington Highway in heart of Verona. In addition to saving money on your LP gas for the grill, Jones Gas and Oil is your full-service gas and oil company serving residential, commercial, and agricultural gas and oil needs, as well as gas appliances, LP replacement parts, fill cylinders, and tankless water heaters, and they offer a 10% military discount on installation. Remember to get that cylinder filled every Friday until closing for only $11. Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 the Old Wilmington Highway, Verona. Phone 910-346-6384. If your plans include hitting the road this year to do some traveling, make sure a visit to Silent Service Center is on your to-do list. Travel safety starts with the tires on your vehicle, and a visit to Silent Service Center will give you peace of mind with the best value in all name brand tires and the largest selection of used tires in this area. In addition to quality tires, Silent Service Center is a North Carolina inspection station and does complete brake service, oil changes, and alignment service. Silent Service Center, 1707 Lejeune Boulevard, Jacksonville, and 108 West Main Street, Havelock. Phone 910-3...
WSME.
Hey, I told you last hour, if you're looking for a top of the line, absolutely the best pontoon boat that I've ever seen in my life, you might want to trot on over to Tideline Marine and Family right here in Jacksonville. 2 of the 3 Aloha Tri-Toons they have in stock right now. They've attracted a lot of attention. We've got a couple of guys that are seriously, they're into their second stage of chatting. So you need to get on down there if you want a pontoon boat. They've got 1 more in stock, but these 2 are still available. As George says, it's first come, first serve. You come in with a check and it's yours if you're the first one through the door. I had a chance on Tuesday to take a little spin, a test drive aboard the 26-footer, the one that just came in, the one with the sliding board on it.
I like that one.
That's a 26-footer. It's got plenty of room on board.
Oh.
And you should see the seats. They're so plush. They belong in my house. They'd be better at my house. I'd love to have a whole room full
Beautiful
of
upholstery,
nothing but
yes.
that stuff. That would be great. Imagine just decorating it for Christmas flotilla. You've got one in Jacksonville, got one in Swansboro. Different weeks. You could enter it in both contests, or not. Well, I guess they do have a contest in Jacksonville now, because I won it one year. And I got second place, I guess. Whatever. But anyway, I got some money.
Excellent.
So if y'all want to have some fun, what Christmas spirit you could have. If you're into fishing, I am. I love fishing. Spots, I saw a bunch of boaters yesterday when I crossed the bridges there at Swansboro. They were out there anchored up, and I know they're fishing for spots. That's the way you do it.
Of course.
And they're catching spots too. They're catching them by the dozens. You could do the same thing aboard this boat. You could get a bunch of people, 6 or 8 people on board at one time, and everybody with a fishing pole and bringing in all the spots that they can catch. Clean them up. Either have a big neighborhood fish fry or save them for Thanksgiving when your family and friends come over and fry up some turkey and some fried fish. What a combination. Surf and turf. Literally. That would be cool, wouldn't it? Deep fried turkey and fried spots. Tideline Marine, stop by, chatted up with Todd or George, take home an Aloha Tri-Toon boat, 159 Old Bridge Street on the banks of the New River in downtown Jacksonville. The doors are officially open. It's now 8:30. Small craft advisory in effect from this morning through this afternoon and into the evening. Northerly winds 10 to 15 knots offshore, northeasterly 15 to 20 with gusts to 25 this afternoon, seas 2 to 3 feet, building to 3 to 5 in the afternoon, near shore seas 2 to 3 feet, dominant period 8 seconds, sounds and rivers a moderate chop, increasing to choppy this afternoon. Friday, northeasterly winds 10 to 15, seas 3 seconds, sounds and rivers a moderate chop. Saturday, southerly winds 20, going to be gusty, winds up to 25 knots, seas 4 to 6 feet, sounds and rivers will be choppy.
Today, showers mainly up until 4 o'clock, high 68. Tonight, mostly cloudy, low of 53. Tomorrow, sunny, high of 80. Tomorrow night, partly cloudy, low of 61. And showers, chance of showers, Saturday, but now it's back up to 60. Okay. Mostly cloudy, high of 79 with 60% chance of showers and gusty.
40% of our area, our coverage area, will not have any showers.
Correct.
That's what it means.
And hopefully it'll be in Swansboro.
Yeah, and quite often around the coast, right around Steve's Ferry, Swansboro, Morehead City, and Beaufort. I've been on the way to Morehead, pouring rain. You get over to Beaufort, the sun's shining.
Right.
Okay. Rayford, pull up the tropics again. Something popped up on my screen.
Well,
so I'm
I know
curious.
that it can be pouring rain at my house, and I live in the city,
Mhm.
and I can call my sister, and she lives right up off of Highway 24, and it's sunny and not a drop of rain.
Yeah,
So
happened.
it's crazy how the weather
Now, which one are
fluctuates.
you looking at?
I don't know. Something popped up here. It said tropical storm Sean is forming. Another system lurks, and it's
Well,
got.
that's you're looking at some news outlet.
It just popped up on my
some
weather.
hyped up
Popped
people.
up on my weather.
There's a
screen.
20% chance of this other storm that's just come off the coast and it's way south of the Cape Verde Islands, forming up in the next 24
And
hours,
what's
next
Sean
48
doing?
hours.
Sean's
Sean
gonna die?
is dying. It's
Okay.
35 mile per hour sustained
Got
winds
it.
as I
Okay.
said as of 5 o'clock. They haven't even put out an 8 o'clock advisory on it yet. They
Right.
don't consider it worthwhile. It will dissipate within the next 3 or 4 days. It's unless something really weird happens.
Right.
It's just going to go fade
Sean
into
is-
oblivion.
Sean is nothing but a windy day right now.
Yeah, and we're going to have winds that gusty
Sure.
this weekend, tomorrow, Saturday, and the chance of formation for this other disturbance one, they call it, back off the coast of Africa, over 7 days is only 1%. It ain't looking real good for either one of them.
Hmm.
It's looking great for us. Let's just put it that way.
And here's something else on the events in Swansboro. Marsh cruises every Wednesday and Saturday at Hammocks Beach State Park.
Yeah.
It's a 90-minute cruise around the backwaters on the Lady Swan now through Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Swansboro's just got it going.
They got a lot of
don't
stuff
it?
going. Lady Swan's a good little boat. I've been up to it. I haven't been aboard it. They used to advertise with it, so we need to get them back on
We
board.
need a Lady Swan docked over at the marina there.
Yeah.
And
Did you get the posting? We got a young lady that said she sent you a posting
yes,
about
yes,
the
that's
15th year
Kathy.
that the marks.
Yeah, I
Kathleen
think she
Marks.
posted on her Facebook.
Okay.
I'll have to go in there and look.
It's the 15th year that the White House is going to be choosing a tree from North Carolina for the official Christmas tree.
That's not well. It goes to show you we've got great trees, don't we?
We do. We got some great trees.
And the prices of trees. Did you see what they were last year?
Nope.
Oh man, can't wait to see what this year.
Well, I unfortunately I have a dead tree. An unliving tree.
Well, we're saving that for a special project we're doing.
Well, no, I got a fake tree.
Yes.
That's what I use.
Oh, you're talking. Oh, I thought you were talking about you had a dead one in the yard.
No, not yet.
Hmm.
We're working on that too. Let's see what else have we got here.
Oh gosh. What is it now?
According to, I don't even know when this was posted. Oh, this has been a while ago. Anyway, I did see that where Trump, after he left office, shared some nuclear submarine secrets with this Australian business guy.
I think we lightly touched over that
Yeah, we did.
last week. Yeah.
See what else? Anybody else sending us any messages today?
No, just everything is pretty calm and quiet. We got some comments added on our Facebook after the video went to air. People with opinions on the school board stuff.
Yeah.
And some of them are pretty, believes that Mr. Rogers needs to resign from his position.
Yeah,
and step
I'm getting
down,
more of that,
so-
in person and a few
Right.
emails from individuals that I know that it would be behoove him to do that without taking this any further. It's just getting to be a little bit irritating to a lot of folks, and the more that they learn about him, and we still haven't made it all the way through this stuff.
Right,
So
exactly.
we've got tomorrow.
Well, as a board member, when you're in public, you need to appear cohesive. You need to appear that you're all working together. Take your questions and your animosity, whatever you have, behind closed doors and work it out with the staff and the board members. But to put your opinion out there like you're right and everybody else is wrong, that's just wrong. That's not working together.
Nope, it's not.
Just a piece of advice.
And when it appears more and more likely, according to other people too, not just me,
Mhm.
that this is a retaliation for the superintendent doing the superintendent's job and trying to, make sure that the business is taken care of. It looks more and more like it's nothing but retaliation. Okey-dokey.
Exactly.
We're going to talk
We're gonna
sports a little
talk
bit.
some
We're going to talk about some football with Chris Miller from the Jacksonville Daily News. How you doing, Chris?
I'm doing good, everybody, on this lovely rainy morning. How's everybody doing over at the shop?
Well, we're dry here.
Good.
Dry inside
Well, good,
anyway.
good. Well, hopefully the weather holds up tomorrow for some high school football, and hopefully it'll be another fun-filled Friday night of football.
I'm counting on it. It better be. What's your outlook? What's your take on what's going on?
Well, I do know the Jacksonville Cardinals came up short, a little short last week against the Havoc Rams, but they'll bounce back. They'll be at home Friday night against D.H. Conley, and Jacksonville still has a lot to play for. They if they finish the season just with one loss, then they'll have a pretty good be in a pretty good position for the playoffs in November. So they still have a lot to play for. I think they haven't beaten D.H. Conley in the last couple of years, so I'm sure the young men are going to be coming out and fired up and ready to play on Friday.
Yep, I'm counting on it. It should be a great game, and it's going to be football weather too. Cool.
Yes.
So, but we bundled up a little bit. So, are you covering that game?
Yeah, I'll be at the Jacksonville game, and then but we have quite a few other games. Swansboro will be at home. Dixon will host White Oak, and Richlands will be at home against West Carteret. So those are a few of the bigger games here in Onslow County that we'll have Friday night, and man, it should be a great game. We have some great teams this year. Jacksonville is one of them. White Oaks is having a great season, just with one loss. That being the Jacksonville. Excuse me. Richlands has a chance to do really well toward the end of the season. So it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, but it's also a lot of fun having a lot of teams.
Yeah, with Dixon coming on pretty strong this year for the first time in my recent memory, anyway. They don't have
They've
White
won
Oak.
3 games. They didn't win a game last year. They really struggled last year, but this season they've won 3 games with their new head coach.
Good.
He's done a really great job of motivating the young men and getting them prepared to play. And they're still looking to take those next steps forward. But compared to what they did last year, they've really improved. And
White Oaks had its struggles, but it's doing a pretty good job this year.
Yeah,
White Oak is 6-1. Like
Yeah.
you said, their only loss has been to Jacksonville, and even that was a competitive game.
Right.
The second or third week of the season. So it should be White Oak's really good this year, and it's going to be a tough task for the Bulldogs, but they'll play hard and give the White Oak Vikings everything they have. And but yeah, White Oak is looking pretty good, and they're looking to try to win their first outright conference championship since 1983. So that's a long time before you've been an outright conference champion, and so they're excited for that opportunity this season.
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to Friday night.
I am too.
Be up there, be a cheering,
Yes, we will.
hooting and a hollering. So anyway,
It's D.H. Connolly, right? They're playing.
yep.
Without,
D.H. Connolly out of Greenville, and those Greenville schools have traditionally played our local teams pretty tough, and they're always traditionally pretty
Right.
good in a lot of sports,
Well, we're-
football, soccer, volleyball, baseball, softball. So
We're putting them on
you can never
notice.
count them out despite the records. And like I said, D.H. Connolly has defeated the Jacksonville Cardinals the last 2 years, so they have their number. But I suspect the Cardinals will pick it up a notch come tomorrow night.
Yep. All right, sounds good. Chris, thank you, sir. See you tomorrow night.
thank you,
thank you, my
Chris.
friend.
See you tomorrow.
All right, Chris Miller with the sports editor of the Jacksonville Daily News. All things sports. That's
All
that's
things
Chris.
sports.
All over
Well,
the
you
place.
know, earlier we had a bird fly in the studio here. It was a Viking from D.H. Conley.
What is it?
It was coming to mess with our bird. We're not putting up with it. We kicked him out. You saw him. You saw how he was looking at
You
our
said
bird.
see her trying to get
I
out
don't
of
want
She
them
ran.
flying onto me.
She
I
ran
don't-
out of the
bird-
room.
I like
He's
to
not-
look at birds
He's
and
not
I
a
feed them.
vulture.
His
You never
only
know. Birds can
his
peck you,
only
peck your eyes out.
thought
and
he
everything.
was just going after
He was
our
gonna kill our
cardinal. That's
cardinal.
it.
That's what it was.
Well,
Okay.
let me tell you what. Where you at now, Viking? Out in the weather.
Oh, I could have.
Don't mess with our bird.
Well, we could have. There's a 12 gauge in here, you know.
We have to go to commercial
Yes,
first.
we do. You're live and local, Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 90 and 1120 AM, WSME.
This is Jacksonville High School Cardinal head football coach Bo Williams. Tune in to Freedom 97.1 and online at WSME971.com each Friday night throughout the season. For every Cardinal pass, run, and touchdown, you're home for Cardinal football right here on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Hurricane season is here, and if you're not prepared, now's the time to visit Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Moorhead Plaza in Moorhead City. Whether for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer, Williams Hardware has the tools and accessories to help protect against high winds and water. Williams Hardware carries power tools and equipment, chains and fasteners, plumbing and electrical supplies. Williams Hardware, your helpful, handy hardware store, also cuts glass to size and cuts and threads pipe. When the chores are done and the cleanup is finished, light up that Wilmington Grill for Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Moorhead Plaza in Moorhead City. Williams Hardware is open Monday through Saturday from 7:30 till 6 p.m. and Sundays for your convenience, noon till 5. Phone Williams Hardware, 252-726-7158, and be prepared this hurricane season.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing a perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
When vacationing on our beautiful Crystal Coast, you come for the slower pace, the gentle waves, the salty air, and the quality time with family and friends. So while you enjoy our little piece of paradise, let the Barrow Low Country Kitchen help with meals. We'd love to cater your next family event with one of our Carolina-style seafood boils, enough to feed your entire crew. Or enjoy your meal outside at our pavilion on the waterfront. Come by land or by boat to the Barrow Low Country Kitchen in downtown Swansboro.
When you need comforting, who do you call? An old friend, right? Jacksonville Heating Contractors services the heating and cooling needs of our area with dependable quality train systems, guaranteeing indoor comfort for your home or business. In addition to quality train systems, Jacksonville Heating Contractors offers 24-hour emergency service, NATE certified technicians, and over 50 years of experience and service you can trust. And with a Jacksonville Heating Contractor service agreement, you never pay retail for heating or cooling services and receive priority scheduling. Remember, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And in New Bern, you can call Trent Heating and Air Conditioning 252-633-2200. In Morehead City, Sea Air Heating and Cooling 252-247-1122. If you need service or repairs, just call an old friend. Jacksonville Heating Contractors, an independent train dealer. It's hard to stop a train. For deals on train systems and more, visit anoldfriend.com or call 910-347-2843.
Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro reminds you to check your mailbox and find your quote on homeowners insurance. Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro goes the extra mile to make sure you're in good hands, like helping you customize your home and windstorm coverage with their Write Your Own home policy. Yes, save even more when you bundle your home, auto, boat, motorcycle, and even your golf cart. Remember, if it rolls or floats, call Tammy for a quote. You and everything you own are in good hands with Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro. Call today, 910-326-5383. Tammy Fry Allstate, 638 West Corbett Avenue in the friendly city by the sea, Swansboro. Check your mailbox today for savings on your homeowner's insurance.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
All right, we're back, and Kelly had to take her leave.
Yes, she did. And I have something
She
that
got
we
work to
did.
do.
We haven't talked about yet,
What's
but
that?
I've got to put it out there. That stupid Representative George Santos of New York.
Oh, my God.
Republican. Now 13 counts is centering around 3 alleged schemes, according to court document. The congressman who was sworn into office January is taken into custody Wednesday morning in Long Island.
Mm-hmm.
He is charged, get this, he is charged with 5 counts of wire fraud in what prosecutors allege was a fraudulent political contribution solicitation scheme. He's charged with 2 counts of unlawful monetary transactions for allegedly transferring donations he received for his political campaign to accounts he controlled before spending them on personal purchases. He's charged with 1 count of theft of public money and 2 more counts of wired fraud for allegedly fraudulently applying for and receiving unemployment benefits. We knew about that. But he's also facing 2 counts of making false statements to the U.S. House of Representatives in financial disclosure reports. And the thing about it is, yesterday I was reading an article where was doing was like say maybe I used a credit card to donate to his campaign.
Mm-hmm.
They were taking the credit card number and he was making purchases on the individual's credit cards and then taking that and putting it back into his account, et cetera, et cetera. In other words, like say I made a $50 contribution. So he would go to my credit card and take out $100 more, and then he would transfer it to his own personal use.
He's a scum.
He's a scum. And yesterday, of course, you know me, I'm watching the U.S. House of Representatives live feed, and they're all in their little chambers arguing. You didn't get to see that because it was private meetings. But the news media, there was so much news media in the hallways there. And, people walk by and they try to get him, to do an interview. But at one time, sitting there and I hear this, clear the hallway, get back. And I thought, oh, it must be a fight getting ready to break out because it got loud. And people were like, what's going on? And it was George Santos coming down the hallway and his little aides were going, clear the way. Mr. Santos is coming through. And I'm like, what? And then he had to come back through a second time, 5 minutes later. And the reporters, of course, were trying to ask him questions and he was ignoring them. But it was all a show for Mr. Santos walking up down the hallway. And those little aides yelling, get out of the way. Mr. Santos is coming
He's
through.
old.
Who?
93, isn't he?
No, he's young.
Is he?
He's like in his 30s or something.
Is it that young?
Yeah.
Well,
Let me look up his age. Yeah. What a joke.
Yep. A complete useless individual.
Well, see, and that's another thing. You know, you want to talk about going after the other side. Why aren't you going after him?
Yeah.
Why are we allowed? He's 35.
35.
Born July 22nd, 1988. Yeah, he's got a lot of issues.
Mm-hmm.
Criminal status is indicted and plea bargain. He had a plea bargain in Brazil. 13 felony charges, 7 counts of wire fraud. I'm looking up his Wikipedia thing here. My.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be on Wikipedia like that.
No,
Oh
I
my
don't want to be on
gosh.
Wikipedia at all. Hey, the annual observance to mark the 40th anniversary of the October 23rd, 1983 Beirut bombing will be held at the Beirut Memorial, Lejeune Memorial Gardens on Monday, the 23rd at 10:30 a.m. The observance will honor the fallen service members who served in Lebanon from 1958 to 1984 and in Grenada, especially those killed in the Beirut bombing on October 23rd. The 39th Commandant of the Marine Corps, General Eric Smith, will deliver the annual Beirut Memorial Address. Obviously, all of that will depend upon what is going on between now and then in Israel and involving our Marines. Also scheduled to speak, the Honorable Carlos Del Toro, Secretary of the Navy, Colonel Adolfo Garcia Jr., Commander, Marine Corps Installations East, and Colonel Timothy Garati, I don't know if that's correct or not, Marine Corps retired. General Al Gray is going to be
General
back,
Al
the
Gray.
29th Commandant of the Marine Corps and
Yes.
former commander of the 2nd Marine Division. I had an occasion to spend some quality time in the middle of a lightning storm on top of a hill during that time with
Interviewing
him.
him?
Interviewing him.
Yes.
He wanted to get on top of the hill, and it was lightning everywhere. It was the summertime. So, but, oh well.
I remember going to the very first Beirut Memorial here in Onslow.
Mhm.
That was a long time ago.
Okay, let's take a break here live at local Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME.
Hey, it's Cool Bobby B. Jacksonville, Onslow County, and beyond. You have found the official station for the Doo-Wop Stop. Heard Saturday nights, 7 till 10, right here on Freedom 97.1 WSME and worldwide at WSME971.com. Join me as we play the absolute best and greatest doo-wop songs of all time. Saturday night, 7 till 10. Get connected now at doowopstop.com.
Since 1997, locally owned and operated Jersey Mike's 301E Western Boulevard right here in Jacksonville has provided only the best hot and cold subs and healthy salads to our community and our military neighbors, and thanks all our customers for making Jersey Mike's a sub above. Jersey Mike's features hot and cold subs in different sizes, served Mike's way or your way, in addition to delicious, healthy salads. To place your order or for takeout, phone 910-353-8091. Once again, Sam Duran and the staff of Jersey Mike's, 301E Western Boulevard, Jacksonville, thanks you for making them a sub above.
For 40 years now, people throughout Jacksonville and Onslow County have trusted Barnes Diamond Gallery for all their jewelry needs for every special occasion. They understand that every day is a special event for someone, whether celebrating a wedding, anniversary, birthday, engagement, or graduation. Let Barnes Diamond Gallery custom design something for you. Barnes Diamond Gallery does on-site repair in to their quality and selection of diamonds, diamond fashion bands, pendants, watches, earrings, gemstone rings, and necklaces for anyone for any occasion. Major credit cards accepted. Layaway available. Barnes Diamond Gallery offers appraisals and paid top market prices for gold and silver. Barnes Diamond Gallery, 461 Western Boulevard, Suite 120, Jacksonville, open 9:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday.
Mills International Incorporated, your local Cub Cadet dealer, is ready for fall, and you should be too, with the Cub Cadet XT Enduro Series. These lawn tractors were engineered for strength, comfort, and versatility, and designed for a premium cut. Stop by Mills International Incorporated today and find out how the Cub Cadet XT Endurance Series is tailored to help unlock all the possibilities of your lawn. Head to your local Cub Cadet dealer, Mills International Incorporated, at 801 South Queen Street, Kinston, for exceptional offers, expert advice, and superior service. Mohawk All Pet Protection and Warranty is the only copper protection and warranty for all pets, all accidents, all the time. Because your pets are family members too. No matter how you live, we've got you covered. Soft, luxurious, smart strand, forever clean carpet. Gorgeous, durable, solid tile. Mohawk has the ultimate floor for every room in your home. It's suitable for all pets. For details, contact Watkins Floor Covering online at watkinsnewfloor.com. Watkins Floor Covering, thanking you for voting them the best of the best for 2022 in the flooring, covering, and carpet cleaning category. Watkins Floor Covering. They're more than just floors. It's custom showers, custom tubs, carpet cleaning, backsplashes, bathrooms, commercial, retail, and home flooring too. Watkins Floor Covering. Family owned and operated since 1997 with locations in Jacksonville and Surf City. Watkins Floor Covering. You stand on it, we stand behind it. Wismart and Chappie's Chicken. And for over 50 years, Great Gas and Oil Company has kept our community comfortable year-round with quality heating and cooling products and dependable service. In addition to heating and air conditioning service, Great Gas and Oil Company does generators, tankless water heaters, and quality appliance repair. For service, phone 910-347-7138. Locally owned and operated by Jerry and Jeff Allen and Bobby and Louise Williams.
If you're looking for a great deal on a brand new Mitsubishi pre-owned car or truck, look no further than Bob Mills Mitsubishi, 2150 North Marine Boulevard. Because at Bob Mills Mitsubishi, they give it away and guarantee all their customers financing. At Bob Mills, there is no high pressure, no smoke and mirrors, or running back and forth to a sales manager. Buying a new Mitsubishi or quality pre-owned car or truck should be a fun experience. And that's what you'll have at Bob Mills Mitsubishi, 2150 North Marine Boulevard in Jacksonville, because they give it away.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Okay, we are back and closing out here in the next 3 minutes or so. If you got something you want to say real fast, you know the number. 910-333-0139.
Can I call? Right.
You don't need to call her. You can just talk.
Yeah, real quick. We're going to have a guest on the show Monday, Paul Levesque.
Okay, good.
Concerning the Veterans Parade, and we're going to ask him about the Baby Ruth Memorial and other things. But he might end up coming in tomorrow, but as it stands right now, Monday. But I put a flyer on our Facebook page and also a website where you can go and sign up to be a participant of the Veterans Parade. It's free entry. You do not have to pay. You fill out the application, you send it into the email address, and you just have to be patriotic, wave some flags, thank the military. But the Veterans Parade needs participants. Yeah. And not only that, but we need people to line up along the side of Western Boulevard. Right? It's the first Saturday in November 4th. It starts at 9 a.m. Okay. But we need people out there to line up the sides of Western Boulevard.
Veterans Day is a week later, exactly on Saturday the 11th.
Yes. Well, Onslow County, Jacksonville, they have always scheduled their parade for the first Saturday. Yeah. I know Carteret County's doing theirs the same day too. Okay. So generally that's what they do. All right. Because when it does fall on the holiday the following weekend, you have a lot of people that are gone, 96s and stuff like that, a lot of military. But the Presidential Honor Guard will not be here for the Veterans Parade, but they are coming in the Air Force Honor Guard. Presidential Honor Guard. They're coming in the following week, and they're going to be at some of the schools. And we have a guest coming in next week, Pete Benton, to talk all about that. That's cool. Plus, a thing coming up special for veterans in November, sponsored by Lee Greenwood, which Lee Greenwood should be calling into our station.
Absolutely wonderful. Is he going to sing to us when he calls in?
Hey, we can ask him to sing. Yeah, so all that's being worked out, and so we'll let everybody know in advance when Lee Greenwood will be calling in to the radio show. Okay, so, good. Special event.
Yep, special event. Just let me know what the schedule is for next week, because we're also going to have Dr. Barry Collins in.
Yeah.
From the schools.
One day.
School superintendent. Right. He's going to come in. And no, we're going to ask him about, I'm going to from this other stuff
We
with
want the
him.
positive news.
I
about
want to know
Onslow
what the
County.
schools are doing
Yes,
that's good, because the schools are doing a lot of really good
they are
things,
doing.
and they're giving a credit for a lot of bad things.
Right. You know,
And there's a lot of good stuff that's happening in our school system.
mhm.
I mean, we've got a bunch of winning school teams here this year too.
Yes, we do.
I mean, Dixon.
You know, we push Jacksonville, but
That's
this
because we
radio
covered them.
station covers sponsors, you know.
And 3 of the 3 people that are sitting in this room right now
That's
are
right.
alumni from Jacksonville High. Yay, go
You
Cards!
know, but I'm proud of what the other schools are doing. They're doing a great job. Their sports-
WSME is putting out they're redesigning their website.
Yes.
And we got to get some new pictures and put up there for them, from us, and got to get some taken. I've been trying to do this for what, 3 years?
Yeah, and you picked the week that my face is all cut up. I went to your doctor. She's razor happy.
Just do some makeup.
It's going to have to be a lot of makeup.
Yeah, just use your makeup. It'll be fine. I could.
Well, you're a professional photographer. You can go in there and make me look 20 years younger.
We can,
That's
I
okay.
can actually touch them up in Photoshop as necessary. Whatever.
That's good.
Okay. We will be back here tomorrow. We have no one scheduled right now. That doesn't mean that's not going to change between now and tomorrow.
That's
you do
right.
not have a hurricane, a tropical storm, or even a tropical
Just a
depression to
little
worry about right
forget.
now. It's all fading away. So just chill and get ready for the Mullet Festival this weekend. And do not forget Apple Fest. I'm going to be working, so I'm going to con somebody that I know.
I've got to
They're going out
decide.
there to the Halls Run, next door to the Halls Run Fire Department, and get a bag of apples.
Well, it's birthday weekend for me, my daughter, my grandson, and then my son-in-law. So
Oh, Lord.
I've got to see what they're doing before I know where I'm. But because I
Take a
want to
buy-
spend
buy a
time
bag
with
of
them.
apples.
I want to spend time with them. I miss them.
You should do that.
My daughter's birthday, Friday the 13th.
Oh, goody.
Makes her special.
Yeah, goody. All right. Yeah, we got a niece and her nephew. They got married on Friday. Well, they got married on the 13th, so they get to
Right,
celebrate this.
right.
Why would you get married on the 13th anyway? You know it's going to be a Friday the 13th sooner or later.
But being born on the 13th, I know you have no control over that.
Yeah,
but
right.
being married on the 13th, I don't know.
All right. We will take a 22-hour break. We'll join you tomorrow morning, and we look forward to it. If you are a business and you'd like to just give it a try, do some
Right.
advertising, call Lee. Her number is simple. It's 910-330-0222.
Correct.
Got it right. 910-333-0222. Post a message on Facebook. She'll answer it there as well.
Mhm.
And thanks to you guys who are commenting and are following us on Facebook. We got a whole bunch of people now
Yes, we do.
and a lot of friends. See you live and local, Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME coming up right now. Fox News in about an hour. You're going to have another dose of the Daily D's with Rick D's in the house, spinning all the tunes that you grew up with, or at least I grew up with. And also, he'll hand it off to Hollywood, who will continue that tradition this afternoon. All sorts of genres of music from yesteryear. Have a great rest of your day and stay dry.
Was your W246CJ, Jacksonville.
Secretary of State Anthony Blinken in Tel Aviv, meeting with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and President Isaac Herzog.
Hamas has only one agenda: to destroy Israel and to murder Jews.
Netanyahu, alongside Secretary Blinken.
Hamas is ISIS.